And he has like a so he had a 51 and he had a 47 sob like and then he got a 49.58 and was like popping off even though like it was like absurdly bad.
I can beat that.
Bro, dude, SM64 winners are so toxic. Holy fuck. I'm listening to this shit right now. I don't know how you guys don't die of like radioactive waste. Like, it's so fucking incredible.
Toxic? Well, because the thing is, the times are so close and every second matters. It's not fucking
no, like that's
oh,
so. That doesn't give you an excuse to be fucking toxic. Like, it makes no sense.
Honestly, they're
oh my god.
Been in the community then.
Oh my god.
We don't have 14-year-olds.
It's just like, it's just so stupid. Like, first someone plays on the wrong console and then everyone throws a fit. Then somebody gets a time that's not up to the community standard and then everyone throws another fit. Everyone's too busy fucking crying.
It's fucking, they go off.
Oh my god.
They go off on it like it's like no one gives a shit about them.
They pretend that they're the best player in the world after they get some mediocre time. Hold it!
That's literally what speedrunning is fucking like a self like grind. That's literally what speedrunning is.
Popping off over
you can pop off! You are allowed to be excited! It doesn't make sense why you would be mad for someone being excited.
Fucking chats for the next 3 days, and I have there's literally him in chat. That was just a screenshot of this. Of him literally going in chat and be like, hey yo, I got a 49.58. That's how he would enter the fucking chat.
It was like that.
Bro, okay, maybe it gets a little, but let the fucking dude be happy. Like, sub 50 is an accomplishment, whether you think it is good or not.
I was over it within a week.
Well, you're different. You don't get excited about like anything.
You're not allowed to be excited. And
to be honest, if I 48, I'll be excited about it for like a day or two, and then not give a shit about it.
Here's the thing. You're gonna
when I got like 229, like I was excited for like a few days, and I just like didn't care anymore.
Yeah,
the thing is, if you go in other people's chats and the opener to everyone's your conversation in the chat is, "Yo, I got a PB. Let me brag about it," and then you do that for a month. Then
did Youngest Gravy? Did he do it for a month?
Like I can understand doing it for like a day or two, but like after that, I'm just like not gonna care.
I don't understand it for a day or two
unless
the streamer says something.
I mean, they're definitely beatable, but like,
okay. Explain this to me like I'm a toddler. If people are complaining that a specific version of the game is faster, why don't they just run the faster version of the game?
Exactly.
Because, okay, this is the difference. It's not fair to everyone. So you love fairness, equality, and humanity.
Why?
Right?
Wait, why is it not fair?
Okay, because Japanese people exist, and they don't.
Japanese people can't. They're Japanese people.
They have the Shindu version of the game on the Wii U version console.
It's not even the same version.
It's not the same version.
It's on N64.
But so you're telling me there's no way they can get a Wii that can run
not legally.
Not legally, and in Japan, fun fact, modding consoles is illegal.
Oh.
We don't want to promote illegal behavior.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
really
ridiculous.
So okay, but like the solution for that is to not run on anything else.
That's why an SMS community in Japan doesn't use the hacked file because they like to respect the law, and that's just what Japanese people do. Of course, there's some.
But like, can they use Peach File? Because like, isn't that?
They
like,
can. They can.
Because Peach File is an in-game mechanic, right?
Yeah.
They can, but they choose not to because they go by tradition.
Well, that's their choice.
That's
that one's their choice.
That's different.
The Peach File is their choice.
It's still gonna equate to the same time at the end of the day, no matter when they start their Objection!
So then why can't they just run on emulator? Because that's like practically faster.
Because emulator is not a
emulator has a cap.
That's not official hardware.
Got a cap on time, like.
But it's allowed, isn't it? It just makes no sense. So then why did?
Emulators allowed.
Oh, wait, for 64? Wait,
it's allowed to.
Wait, actually, I didn't know that.
On
yeah.
No, I'm asking about 64.
64 is split. Because the run, okay, so we have to plan Project 64 1.6 because the game runs differently on older, newer versions, depending on how good the PC hardware is. Yeah. So, play 1.6 because the loads are consistent. And the reason we don't play on emulator because there's a difference of lag. The loads also are different. They're a little bit quicker. They're about
input delay.
There's a input delay as well.
On emulator?
Well, minimal.
Wow, because I felt like there was
there's a
no
bunch
input delay on
compared to-
emulator.
There's a bunch compared to console. You can play
It's
on
minutes ago now.
emulator.
Is Project 64 3.0 even a thing?
It goes up to
2.7.
2.27 or some shit.
Yeah, 2.27.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, 2.67.
But like, why? Okay, so if you like talk about like fairness and shit, why do you guys like? Why do people in the community act shittier towards people who play on different versions?
Because we don't care about
console
them.
elitists. They're just console elitists.
That too. And also the people.
Like if someone like was like, hey yo, I got a 47 on fucking virtual console, like no one would give a shit. Like honestly, no one would give a
That
shit.
still takes skill. Like it
No,
just
because
makes
it's
no
literally
sense.
a 49 with time conversion.
Okay, how much time does it save? How much time is because you have told me that it saves 3 minutes and 70 star. That has to be cap.
No, it saves a minute 14 and 70 star.
And it's 14 and 70
It saves
star.
like
And like
it saves
3
a
minutes.
lot more. It's more than 3 minutes and 120.
So it's like
Okay.
3 minutes and 120, and then like a minute, and it's 74 seconds on, and that's with perfect lag reduction.
But if you're in the US and you get pissed off, then why don't you just play on VC?
Because no one would care about
Your
you.
shitty GameCube controller.
And you think
No.
it's good that nobody cares about a certain people who run the game?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are beyond help. You guys are beyond help. I don't get it.
I don't really agree with that either, to be honest. Like,
Okay,
it doesn't
who
matter.
cares? Like actually,
Doesn't matter
it
what the fuck
yeah.
You're all running the same
unfair
game.
as
Just
fuck.
help each other
Okay,
out.
if I have a 49 and someone's like, I have a 47.56 on fucking on DC and I have a 49 flat, I would have the better time than them.
Then why don't you
Because-
fucking play on VC to get the time saved?
Because it's not worth it. You work for the harder time.
Dude, think about it. Like, you're all running the same fucking game.
It makes no sense. I just don't get it. And it just I don't know.
Okay, watch the Charlie Brown video on it, and he explains it really well. And
Alright.
plan.
That's why the categories are
It's a whole hour-long video explaining
so that
it
they're
in
not even
depth.
comparable.
Like, there's
It's
a
not
reason, like, in
comparable.
Galaxy, we literally just don't care.
Yeah.
We don't shit on people.
Your game's
for
also not
running
as
on disc,
optimized.
You know?
Because
Because we're just like, look, if that's all you have, that's all you have.
yeah, like
Okay, then play on Switch. Why not play on Switch if that's the quicker
You can-
version?
Play on
Why
Switch.
not?
that's what people have done. That's what people have
There's a
done.
fucking option for it.
That's what people have done. Is they played on Switch to get the time saved.
Like, if they
Yeah.
want to do that,
I know,
Why
I
is
know.
Switch going to Switch then? Why do we have a category split then?
Well, because you
Having
also
your
have
own-
2P, which is theoretically faster than Switch, but takes more skill.
It's
So
a
there
lot
is.
different.
It
That's the
is.
same thing with lag reductions in console. That's why
Okay,
the
but that's a
categories are
choice,
split.
and we don't
And
make
it's a choice as well.
we don't make it so that every
Do you
2P
guys
runner
care
is
about Switch
shitty.
records or no? 'Cause I can
Yes, I care about the Switch records.
Okay, well I don't.
Okay, well that I don't know.
Here's the thing, though. The other thing with the Switch version is, like, the pointer for 1P is broken as all fuck.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really equate to the original version.
Okay, but
And-
there's lag, a
and
shit ton of
Canon-
lag in the original version compared to
And
the Wii.
Canon Z button tech is patched on Switch. So
Wait, Tooks, what the fuck is Z button tech? I am unfamiliar with this shit.
Into a cannon, you can like. While you
Oh, that
hold B
shit.
While you enter a cannon, and you can zoom out. Yeah.
That's
not
yeah.
a thing on the Switch version.
Yeah.
Okay, the BLJs are patched on the Japanese Shindu version that was put on the Wii U.
Damn, that
So on the
sucks.
Wii.
Well, that's Nintendo. That's Nintendo's fault.
Okay, and that's Nintendo's fault as
They
well.
patched the canon shit.
Yeah, it is. It sucks, but it is what it is.
Sucks. But that's just the thing. That's why we can't. That's why they can't really be comparable. Well, I mean,
That's why we don't compare.
Why do you think there's
categories.
that's why there's a category?
It is comparable. Wait,
Every
Toogs,
single
that's cap.
category.
Toogs, that's cap because it is comparable. Because like,
because like there is a backup track for it. Yeah.
yeah, like it's just different movement.
It's different, yeah. Honestly, like, I don't really. Well, and the loads are fast as fuck.
Even if someone beat the world
Are some
record,
pretty fast.
if someone beat the world record on emulator or whatever, then no one.
And here's the thing, like,
30 seconds.
you can't run on Korean Wii unless you have a fucking Korean.
And number two, you guys have a virtual console and Wii.
Okay,
It's,
and
well, and
It's quicker anyways. It's been a Wii disc.
yeah, okay, so then
Why play in Korean then?
Because the text is faster.
Yeah, by 20
Korean is like
seconds.
the fastest.
No, it's faster by 50 seconds. So the time save you get by getting JPVC
According to
is
Valid, it was 20.
well,
Like,
that,
according to-
The
I think
Japanese
that
is
Val
faster
is
than
mistaken.
English by 50 seconds in terms of text.
I
And
said
then
Japanese
Korean
and Korean.
and then Korean is faster than Japanese by 20 seconds.
oh, by
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well
that
then,
is-
still, the loads are also faster on 3D All Stars. So the real reason why
I thought
people
they were
get
the same as
no, they're not.
50%.
They're not. They're not. The loads are faster. So the real reason why people get Japanese Virtual Consoles are faster loads and faster text.
Okay, so if no one's playing 2P at top level, literally the most minuscule canon glitch is like patched.
Yeah, it's literally like
And
almost.
categories is good.
It's almost the same version, minus you like some stuff is easier, some stuff is harder.
And that's the same thing with Mario 64, except everything is easier in Virtual Console.
But we value the times at the same level
We don't
We
value
like-
the time
we like-
scale, that's the difference.
because we
That's
know
the
that you could you can just play the version.
You can play whichever version you want.
The
Like,
reason there's a category split is because they're not going to compare the times. That's why it's not really like
That's why in tournaments as well, like a lot of tournaments nowadays are banning Virtual Console. And
Banning virtual console and emulator. That's so bad.
Because we wanna encourage people to switch to a platform that everyone cares about.
it's either
That's kind of dictator.
it doesn't even make sense to care about a version. That's
I know, but here's the thing. But the thing is, some tournaments do allow it, but we give them like a heavy time punishment.
Oh, that's fair. That's a punishment that comes with running the fucking version, but you're allowed to compete.
as long as you.
I know,
just let
but
them
they can't
play
really
on whatever-
compete. Because literally, here's the thing. Let's just say someone with the 48-30 goes against me, they're not gonna win. Because literally they're minus 2 minutes in the beginning, and I can just play safe baby bitch strats the whole way and beat them. And that's not fun for them.
Wait, okay.
That's what I did against Okami.
Say that again, say that again, say that again. Repeat that again.
I can go baby bitch strat mode.
No, 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 no.
fucking time.
It doesn't make sense because if you get the punishment, then it should be even, right?
No, because
No, because you save a minute 14.
With all
you
lag
save a minute
reductions
14 on
possible.
Virtual Console.
so
You're saving
they
a
so they
minute
give it
14.
like a minute 45 or 2 minute they do a 2 minute punishment because
For a minute 40, why?
because a minute 14 is the theoretical time if you do every lag reduction perfectly. RTA renders do not do every lag reduction perfectly, and
So
most
it's
runners don't
2
even do
minutes?
most of them. So they just give it 2 minutes and you probably get like a 20-second advantage of it realistically.
But didn't Okami like make the finals?
No, he didn't. And one, he only got to play again because I got kicked out of the tournament when I was in the
Oof.
semifinals.
Oh, but here's another thing. The reason that people, Virtual Console.
And you're thinking of the
If
rookie
Hero was gonna
tournament.
go- If Hero was gonna go up against someone who had a 48-30, and that his time, if you do time conversion, he has like a way worse time than Hero.
Okay.
Because that's like
He has like a 50-minute time almost.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one, consistency matters a lot more than people realize.
The
You better.
game is also
Hero
much
can
easier.
Hero fucking he literally just shits out 49s per game. What he does.
Well, then he has
You don't
good
understand.
consistency.
I can get like 349s a day. I just
Okay, well then
cannot
he
get
has
one
he
run.
has good
Good
consistency.
consistency.
That's
But
a strength.
I'm not looking for consistency right now. I'm looking for a time.
We're talking about
Like-
tournaments.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm gonna
in,
get around a
in
tournament.
tournaments, his consistency wins a lot more because no one actually fucking practices consistency. And that's
Well, then that's a really good skill to have, but I don't see how that has anything to do with consoles.
Because you can be less consistent and still get a better time because you're saving so much time over the original game. That's why. People
It's such a big like if it was literally like a 4-second time difference, then people would play on Virtual Console, not give a shit, and Japanese runners would play on 64. But since it's such big of a time difference, then it starts to matter more.
I don't know, like that's just bullshit.
It's also a much more optimized game over a much shorter period of time. The 120 game is star category is much more optimized than any percent for this game.
I mean,
And it's
yeah,
also much
that's
shorter.
cool, but like, it doesn't really, that doesn't feel like it has anything to do with the topic at hand.
It does, because people would want the category split. If you're saving 3 minutes over someone, you have shitter skill, but someone's on a different console, then yeah, people would be pissed.
But isn't there the time conversion so that it doesn't even matter?
No, time
No, because the time conversion is just an
different
estimate.
players
It's not
conversing
exact.
themselves.
The thing you're trying to say is, it's unfair for tournaments.
We're saying about leaderboards. We were mentioning tournaments just as an
That's why
example
there's
what
a
the community has done.
That's why there's a category split. So if somebody gets a good category for VC, can't you be happy that they got a good category, like a good time in the VC category, even though you know it
No.
doesn't really apply to you?
No, because no one gives a shit about.
Well, then that's just fucking elitism, and that's just a
That's just
problem within the
stupid.
community. That's not something that can change.
Okay, for example, Malboro got a 48-23 on VC.
I'd be happy for him getting a 48-23 on
because I've
VC.
been working my ass off with the 49 flat for months, and he can just fucking do worse movement than me. Has movement of a 50 player, and literally with time conversion has a 49-37, which is 37 seconds worse than my time. I've worked my
Okay,
ass off way
but
more.
he will not have a fucking 48 on N64. If you get a 48 on N64, you will literally have a 48 on N64, which is good. But you can still be happy that he got a 48 on VC
Okay, then I
and
can
not
say,
have
oh,
to
yeah, I
fucking
have a
compare.
47 then on fucking Virtual Console. Fuck you.
You do,
I
but
mean,
do you actually have a 47 on Virtual Console?
I do, yeah, I do.
A 47 on Virtual. Have you
played?
played on Virtual Console and gotten the 47?
No, I haven't.
Then you
but-
don't have it. You can say yeah, true, but you can still be happy and like make it so that it's like not against you. Like, sure, they got a 48, but you know in your heart of hearts that maybe it's not as good as your PB, so that
If I was
doesn't
on
make you have to be
Virtual
happy,
Console,
like sad.
I know in my heart that I'd be able
reason a lot of people, a lot of VC players get shit on is because they try to compare to the actual console players.
They try to compare to the actual console and then try to compare
so
to.
they're gonna, they,
How
so
many
there's
people
two
use basic
people-
comparison that are on Virtual Console? Like Zeus says it himself. And I'm like, dude, you're an emulator. You're saving like half a minute on me, and that's fucking huge in our 70 star. That isn't fucking like Galaxy where.
Trying to compare like console doesn't really work, but
That's why
Yeah,
all
well-
VC players and emulator
Well,
players.
two different versions of the game is different. Two versions of the same game is
But, like,
different.
even like if you take like time conversions out of the
On the same
equation,
time.
like that doesn't mean like an N64 runner can't help a fucking like emulator runner with like a certain trick if they're having trouble.
No, it's the same thing.
Not making any sense.
We do that. We help the emulator and Virtual Console run.
We're
So
talking
we just.
about the people. The reason VC and emulator gets like shit is because they always, everyone on the consoles, on those platforms, try and compare to the console times, even though their
Okay,
quality of
if somebody literally says, "Oh my God, I got a 49 on VC," and then you're like, "Fuck you! You play on VC, go die." That's literally shitty. But if someone's like, "Oh, I got a 49 on VC, you suck, nerd. You have a 50 on N64. I'm better than you. Suck
No,
my
we don't
dick."
say they
Then
suck.
that's bad.
That's literally what the fucking entire VC community is.
Oh my God, the entire VC community.
Okay, that's a stereotype, Hex. This is the thing. The majority of people. You're making it sound like we just like shit on them.
No, not you. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just
No,
talking about
I'm
the
not saying
general
about me, I'm
community.
just saying people in general. It's
Okay.
not that we shit on them, what we do, but in the. But the
That's
thing is,
bad.
no, but it's not that. It's mainly that we just don't give a shit about them. That's the thing. We just don't give a shit about them. That's the difference. So it's not like fuck you, die. You're in Virtual Console. Your time doesn't count. It's just like, oh, you got a 49. We don't give a shit about you, but we just don't say it like that. But that's in our head. Like we just don't care. Like that's the thing. I'm saying that's-
So if someone's like, "Yo, I got a 49 on VC," it's like we do not care. Like you're just like, we don't care. We don't care.
We say good. No, we say good job, but we don't actually give a shit.
Then that's fucking two-faced. I do care about chat. I'm sorry. I'm just literally fucking. I'm involved in this conversation.
It's
That
two
shit-
faced. They'll never fucking know.
But like that, but like being two-faced like that, like in the first place, is just fucking terrible.
It's not good.
I mean, I don't give a shit about anyone's time. Also,
I mean, I can ask Alara
then
right
you're
now.
just a fucking,
Well, not out. Excellent.
no,
like-
I just don't give a shit about people's times.
What was
We
that?
just don't think about people's times. We just don't acknowledge them.
Look, as you know, I know, like I guess personally in the Galaxy, you know, like if I see someone post like I don't know, like 2.5x or 2.4x, like
Yeah,
initially I want to go, wow, that time fucking sucks,
bro,
Like,
that's
just-
so that's not good. That's literally like
I know.
fucking.
I know, but like I don't like ever like it's just like it's like a fucking like knee-jerk reaction. It's not like
Oh my God.
I mean, for example, with Zelda, like the reason my Virtual Console is a little bit more expensive really is because it's
I
just
wasn't
so much.
fucking-
It's like ridiculous amount of times to
I
compare.
wasn't even
It's
fucking
like 8
done
minutes.
talking, bro. Yeah.
What's up, Toogs?
I was
Finish.
like, it's just like a knee-jerk reaction. Obviously, that's not like what I actually think. Like, because like I'm just like, well, that I would hate to get them like that. But like, you know, if they're happy about
For
it.
me, in my head, I'm like, yo, this person got a PP. That's sick. I'm gonna congratulate
I'm
them
just like,
because
dude, if they're happy, I'm like, bro, if they're happy about it, like that's awesome. Like I just, as long as they're having fun, you know. That's all I care about, honestly.
I know. I'm not shitting on them for having fun. I'm shitting on them thinking like they have a spot in the community after. That's the difference.
What? What?
Sorry.
Oh my god!
At top level.
I'm gonna go for Giselle. I don't give a fuck.
On the community, it's a different spot, but it's still a fucking spot.
Oh.
God, I would.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
Okay, sorry. I didn't ask.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hero, I have to ban you now. What the?
No, don't ban him. What the fuck?
I'm
No.
joking. I'm not gonna do that.
Continue. I want to hear this. It's like fucking.
But, I mean, like for example, Youngest Gravy, the fact that like when you get a 49.58 and there's about like only 100 people better than you that have worked harder as well to get their times, and you're just gonna put in.
Fuck this game!
Ah, you love Galaxy and you know it.
Oh my god. Okay, continue, Hero.
You know, I don't even know if I want to finish the conversation.
Continue.
Continue. I want to.
Dun 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 dun. This like fucking Ace Attorney when you like find out the murderer and you're like putting them away.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this unbased cringe take. Go.
I'm gonna let Devious translate it for me because he knows what a good trying to say.
He's just trying to say, like, if you have
Objection!
fucking, like, bullshitting and bragging in people's faces won't do this shit.
Well, okay,
don't
if you
give a shit about anyone's times anyway.
if you bullshit and brag in people's faces, then you're just a bad person. Like,
That's the
it's just a
people in
bad
the
person.
64 community. It's a bunch of.
That's literally like 90% of the VC.